So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys an early spring cleaning, decorating, and gardening video. We're starting off the day with a little breakfast scramble with some vegetables, and I paired that with an English muffin. Super yum. All right, so I got these from the Dollar Tree. They were like one of those $5 things. So I'm gonna hang those on the doors. And I think I'm gonna get a ribbon, but I don't have one now. All right, so you can't get through March without decorating a little bit for St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day means a little bit more in our house because it is actually my eldest sister's birthday. So we definitely celebrate St. Patrick's Day and we love that day. So here I'm gonna put up a little bit of a garland. All right, I had purchased these a while ago, so I had already hung these up, and these have been up for a little bit. So I love that. And then I had gotten these as well, and I love them. And then I added in my little 3-leaf clover for St. Patrick's Day, and then I have my Lego flowers, and then we'll see what else I have. I can't remember what else I have for St. Patrick's Day, but that might be about it for a little dusting of St. Patrick's Day in the house. So here I am just preparing and prepping some fresh flowers. Sean surprises me. Well, I guess it's not a surprise if you're planning on it. Every Friday after work, he stops into one of our local florists and picks me up a bushel of flowers, and they usually last for like the whole week. It's unreal. All right, so now we are moving on into the living room. I am removing the runner that was on our little buffet underneath the TV. What would that be? An entertainment center, I guess. And I'm putting on this really pretty green one that I always put out for St. Patrick's Day. And it also pairs well for Easter since it's like that pastel-y green. So as you saw, I did some dusting and then I'm placing that back down. And it looked so pretty, and here's the end result. I'm gonna change this out in here. We're gonna take down the pretty cards from the kiddos. They've been up for a week. And then look at these beautiful flowers Sean brought home for me. Oh, love it. You know it's Friday when you have fresh cut Fridays. Flowers. Holy cow. I don't know why I'm tongue twisting. Does anybody else have to like clean the spaces before they seasonally decor or redecorate a space? I had dusted all of those pictures and the picture ledges. I just forgot to vlog it. And then now I'm just going to take down all of the decorations from Sean's birthday, and I'm going to give this table a nice cleaning. And I always do that before I place out more decorations because I don't know, doing it on a clean space feels better. So the other thing I got from Dollar Tree was this faux turf table runner, which I thought would be so fun for Easter decorating, but also fun for St. Patrick's Day, and they're pretty close in time frame. But I'm gonna see how I like to layer it on top of here because I don't know how long it is. We'll just see. We're just gonna play around. I know I've mentioned it before, but I never kind of go crazy whenever I'm redecorating for the seasons. I really like to keep myself under a budget of $100, but usually I'm even far below that. So this season I have spent about $15. So I'm trying to make what I have work because I actually do have a lot of colors that lend well to Easter. It's kind of my favorite color scheme, any pastels or pretty light colors. And I always use things that I have used in the past. If I do add something new, I want it to be incorporated with the things that I have had, previously. So here I'm just adding out a couple eggs. I was planning to put eggs all throughout this runner, but it looked kind of funky. So maybe I'll do that like on Easter, but I really liked how this came together. I'm still unsure if I want to get like a thicker runner to place underneath it, but whatever. You know, it is what it is at this point. And then here is a look at the kind of fireplace mantle area. I actually ended up moving that Easter pillow over to the benches at the dining room, and they look pretty. And then I added a couple of those eggs into the mantle, and I love how it came out. So now to tackle a pretty impulsive DIY. I had this color in my paint closet, and I had actually swatched this for my bathroom, but I ended up going with a different one, pretty similar, but this one had a little bit more blue in it. And I was like, you know what? I want to repaint my little island area. I just call it the island area. I don't know. It's just another counter top space, but I wanted to repaint it. And I was like, a moody green would be beautiful. And I also needed to replace the cafe curtains because I was using my other ones elsewhere. And I really liked how these looked in the space. And it kind of felt a little bit more cohesive with these colors, with the white and the beige. So I love how those came out. And today is going to be one of those days where I am touching up the paint throughout the house. This has needed to be done for a year, and I just haven't. You know, you have to be in kind of the mood to paint. I don't love painting. So once I'm in the mood, I kind of just go at it. So here I am touching up our chalkboard wall. It really needed it. And you know, I don't really know. I thought back and forth if I wanted to repaint this wall, but it's fine. It kind of is a moody moment, and the kids like to draw on it every once in a while. So I'm just touching that up. I'm not going to like fully paint the wall. I'm just touching up the spaces that have come off, that have little scrapes and marks, and just to kind of make it look a little bit fresher. So now I am going to do the hallway. This area is high traffic, so it gets so dingy and gross. And I actually had repainted this maybe a year ago. I think I did it not last summer, but the summer before that, so a year and a half ago. And so it needed it. So here I'm just kind of taking a brush. I'm not even doing a roller. I'm just doing a brush, and I'm doing this whole area. Look at the difference. Look at how fresh and wonderful and how dingy and gross it looked. So definitely needed it. This is your little gentle reminder to do this in your space.
That looks a different color than that.
I know, because this is so dingy and gross. Look at how much fresher that is.
Mommy, imagine coming from, whose house is this?
Like what? From the words of children, they will always tell you the truth. I'll tell you that much. But look at what he was talking about. So gross. Looks so much better now. So now I am going to be touching up the brick wall along the middle of our house, basically. And this is a job and a half to get it completely repainted. So I am just going to be going around and touching up the spots that, you know, have gotten a bit dingy or any of those kind of things. I can't clean this wall super well, so definitely some of the spots just have crustiness or even some rust and stuff. So I just try to go around and kind of make it a little bit more new and fresh. Oh my gosh, look at this beauty. I got this all painted, and I changed out, these were the cafe curtains that were on my door. Looks so good. I need to sew them at the bottom. They're just pinned right now. But look at this color. I'm obsessed with it. And then I treated the wood. So I went around and I repainted, well, I repainted this door and I repainted the chalkboard wall. And so much fresher. The house is a wreck. That's fine.
Here we go.
We're going right now.
It's in my hand, so please me.
White one just comes over here and then attacks.
They must have just gotten fed.
He just ate my finger. There's grass on my finger.
So cute. Flat, Bubba, flat.
Just take it.
Natch is just calmly standing there.
Yeah, we started out with this one. We kind of rescued all of them. We rescued this one.
So you got one.
We got this one rescued. We took a fairly big one. And one.
She hit the food out of my finger.
All right, so we went to the nursery. We got some pine bark. And we're gonna do pine bark back here. And the drainage system is working great. Look how pretty the flowers look. Yes, I still need the house painted. Don't you worry about that. So now I'm gonna put pine bark along here. And then today we're going to put these plants in to where Sean is done. He has to dig up, I think, over there, but this is all dug up, so we can put these plants. This is what we got. Really pretty. So here we go. I mentioned last week how we stagger projects due to budget, and you know, that is so important for us personally, just with money and all the things. And owning a home, you know, there's so many projects that you have to do. You're always doing something. At least in our case we are, which we do have a 1957 house. There's a lot of things that needed to be done with it when we bought it. All right, much better. Alright, and then I'm going to clean this up because it's been about 2 or 3 weeks since I did. And then I'm going to add these 2 new ones. I have a rock. We're going to make a recreation of the resurrection. Rock. So this is pretty typical. If we've taken all day to do stuff around the house, I will always pull the kids aside and do something with them. What could we use this for?
Oh, plants.
Whoa. Oh no, it might be too big, huh? Well, we'll just do it like that. Very good, Archie. All right, so I don't know. Maybe we could find a bigger rock, or we could get maybe another rock.
Maybe I can find a bigger rock. Get the way the rock jumps in that. That's a bigger one.
3 crosses,
Chocolate
right?
milk.
No. No chocolate milk was at the resurrection. So maybe we could everybody could go find sticks.
Dead in the water.
All right, got mulch out, replanted some of the things, and then I was propagating some of these elephant ears, so I'm hoping those do well. Okay, much better. And then I added mulch here. And I did a little bit of moving around over here, but I added mulch as well. And here was our finished product of the resurrection garden. The kids hot glued together these little crosses from sticks in the yard. I think it looks so special. All right, and then for dinner we're gonna do barbecue chicken and lemon pepper chicken on the grill, and a veggie and potatoes. So for tonight's supper, we're having a zucchini and squash bake. I needed to eat up the rest of this zucchini and squash, so I am just thinly slicing these up. I think it was about 2 squashes, 1 zucchini, and a little bit of an onion, just based on your preference is how I do it. So here I'm just slicing up the zucchini, and then I move on to the onion. And yeah, I just kind of took off a couple slices and then diced those up pretty finely to put in with the zucchini and squash. And this is me dicing those up. So then I took a little bowl and I put some sour cream, some lemon pepper, Parmesan cheese, salt and pepper, and I whisked that all together with a fork, and I created a little bit of a, creamy mixture, and I dumped it all into the zucchini, squash, and onions. And I just kind of toss it around. Once I'm done tossing that around, I added some breadcrumbs. I sprinkled those just on top. And then I went and I added some shredded mozzarella cheese. And then I added some shredded Parmesan cheese. All right, making a zucchini and squash bake. I'm gonna put this in the oven in a little bit. So then I started taking my yellow gold potatoes and chopping those up after I had washed them, because I'm gonna make a cheesy loaded potato smash. So it should be super yummy. Once they were boiled up and soft, I added in my milk, some butter, and then I added in some of my shredded cheese. You could use sour cream instead of milk, but I ran out of it with my zucchini bake. And then I'm just mashing it all up. I cooked this at 350 for about 30 to 35 minutes, just based on your preference. I like it nice and crispy. And this is it. We got barbecue chicken sandwiches, potato mash, and the bake. I hope you guys enjoyed this. A little bit of a slow weekend, but getting things done for the springtime. See you next time. Love your faces.